ready to go.
Every adventure begins with a single moment, and for us, it's loading up the car. Months of planning, countless conversations, and so much excitement have all led to today. We're finally heading back to Scotland, not just for a vacation, but to reconnect with family, revisit places that mean so much to us, and create new memories together. So, let's hit the road because our adventure officially begins now. The adventure is officially underway. There's something about walking through an airport that makes everything feel real. Months of planning suddenly become today's adventure. Toronto Pearson is Canada's busiest airport, serving millions of passengers every year. Today, it's the starting point of another unforgettable adventure as we head across the Atlantic to Scotland. Airport food has become part of the travel tradition. Whether it's the healthiest choice or not, somehow everything tastes better when you're about to board a flight. One thing we've learned is never travel hungry. It's much easier to enjoy the journey when you've had something to eat before takeoff. Nothing gets your heart racing quite like hearing final boarding call. I swear, airports are designed to make every gate feel farther away than it looked on the map. Today we're flying with Air Transat from Toronto to Glasgow. Before long, Canada disappears beneath the clouds and our Scottish adventure truly begins. Every flight starts with the same feeling: excitement, anticipation, and wondering what memories we'll make before we return home. One of the most beautiful parts of overnight flights is waking up somewhere between night and morning. Even though the Scottish landscape is hidden beneath the clouds today, watching the sun slowly rise over Europe is a reminder that every sunrise brings a brand new adventure. After nearly 7 hours in the air, we're finally here. One of my favorite parts of arriving in Scotland isn't the airport, it's the drive afterwards. The narrow roads, rolling countryside, stone homes, and little villages instantly remind us we're somewhere completely different from home. Prestwick sits on Scotland's beautiful west coast in South Ayrshire and has a population of around 15,000 people. Although it's a relatively small town, Prestwick has a fascinating history, dating back centuries, and has long been known for golf, aviation, and its beautiful coastline. It's the kind of place where almost everything is within walking distance, and every street seems to have its own story. No matter how many times we visit, this moment never gets old. Travel is amazing, but family is the reason we're here. There's really no better welcome than hugs waiting at the front door.
Bottle. Gonna try Iron Brew for the first time. We're gonna give it a quick sniff test.
What's it smell?
Smells like one of those orange candies.
Don't pull that off, just leave them.
I feel like I've had it before. Yeah, see, it's like orange something. But yeah. Cheers.
What would you rate it? Dr. Pepper's the best.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper is still number 1.
So that's number 10. Like, 10 is the best, 1 is the worst. Where would that sit?
Halfway.
Just
5.
a 5?
Yeah.
5 for Iron Brew.
Yep, 5 for Iron Brew.
Will you finish it?
Yeah.
Next stop, Primark. Another Scotland bingo card square checked off. Cali was in her element, browsing the racks and hunting for the best bargains. Now, let's see if all these new finds can make it home with us. After nearly a full day of traveling, the last thing we want to do is fall asleep and wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So instead, we're headed into one of our favorite places, Ayr. Ayr is the largest town in South Ayrshire and sits along Scotland's beautiful west coast. It's a place full of history, charming streets, and for us, plenty of family memories. Every time we come back, it feels a little like coming home. We're taking a walk down Ayr's High Street, where century-old history meets everyday Scottish life. There are familiar shops, local cafes, and plenty to see as we stretch our legs after the flight. Sometimes, the best way to experience a place isn't by rushing from one attraction to the next. It's simply wandering and taking it all in. Crossing the Auld Brig was another square checked off Cali's Scotland bingo card, but more importantly, it was another chance to share a little piece of Scotland's history together. It's one of the things we love most about coming here. Around every corner, there's another story waiting to be discovered. The Auld Brig, or Auld Bridge, is one of Ayr's most famous landmarks. Built in the late 1400s, this medieval stone bridge has stood here for more than 500 years, carrying people across the River Ayr through centuries of Scottish history. The Auld Brig became famous around the world thanks to Scotland's national poet, Robert Burns. In his poem, The Brigs of Ayr, Burns imagined the Old Bridge and the newer bridge arguing over which one was more important. It's a fun reminder that even Scotland's bridges come with a story. The River Ayr itself stretches for nearly 70 kilometres, beginning in the hills of East Ayrshire before winding through the countryside in the heart of the Ayr, eventually flowing into the Firth of Clyde. For generations, this river has helped shape the town, supporting trade, fish, and everyday life. Today, it's a much quieter place. You might spot swans, ducks, herons, or even Atlantic salmon making their way upstream. And it's one of our favorite places for a peaceful afternoon walk. After a long travel day, this is exactly what we needed. The fresh Scottish air, familiar streets, and a relaxing walk around the river helped us to stay awake, while our bodies adjusted to the new time zone. It wasn't about checking off famous landmarks, though. It's simply about slowing down, exploring a town we love, and enjoy being back in Scotland. Our Our next stop brought us back to one of Cali's favorite places from our last visit, Belleisle Park. Located just outside the centre of Ayr, this beautiful park has been welcoming visitors for generations with its gardens, walking trails, and open green spaces. The first stop, of course, was the playground. Some things never change, and Cali was determined to have another turn on the zip line and seesaw. It's funny how certain places can bring back memories so quickly, even years later. After burning off a little energy, we wandered through the park's beautiful walled garden. It's a peaceful spot filled with colorful flowers, carefully maintained gardens, and quiet corners that are perfect for slowing down and simply enjoying the moment. One part of the park does look a little different than it once did. Belleisle House, the grand mansion that overlooked the gardens, was badly damaged in a fire in 2009. Today, the area remains fenced off while plans for its future continue to be discussed, but the gardens and surrounding park are still every bit as beautiful and well worth exploring. It's moments like these that remind us why we love coming back. The landmarks are wonderful, but it's returning to the places that hold special memories and watching them become part of Cali's story too. That makes this trip so meaningful. Day 2 in Scotland took us to Braehead Shopping Centre, one of the country's largest shopping destinations, with hundreds of shops, cafes, and places to explore. It's an easy place to spend a few hours and maybe find a few things you didn't know you needed. But shopping wasn't the only adventure on today's agenda. We're also keeping our eyes peeled for something uniquely Scottish, our very first Scotties in the City sculpture. This summer, Glasgow's home to a citywide art trail featuring 40 beautifully decorated Scottie dog sculptures, each designed by a different artist. The trail raises funds for Glasgow's Children's Hospital charity, turning a day of sightseeing into a fun treasure hunt with a great cause behind it. Finding our first Scottie was a pretty exciting start. Now, the challenge is on to see how many we can find before our trip comes to an end. As the afternoon came to a close, it was time to leave the city behind and make the drive back to Prestwick. One of our favorite parts of every visit is the journey home, watching the busy streets of Glasgow give way to rolling green countryside, charming villages, and the familiar coastline of Ayrshire. It's a reminder that Scotland has so much to offer. In just one day, you can explore a vibrant city, discover hidden treasures, and still be back by the sea in time for dinner. Tomorrow, another adventure awaits, but for now, we're headed back to Prestwick to relax, enjoy a home-cooked meal with family, and get ready for whatever Scotland has in store next.